Hello, welcome back again. These videos take a while to do. I have to find the pictures, write on them, and then I have to record the videos. So yeah, I'm going to try and do loads of these, but yeah. Today we have the part 2. So it's kicking off the list with the 4th film in my universe. Well, you should know what you're watching, shouldn't you? We're doing Movie Slate episode 2. So yeah, this is Wonder Woman Royale. Not Royal, I didn't put it because I wanted to say Royal, I wanted to say Royale. This is basically what the Wonder Woman film's going to be. Ares will be the villain, and it'll have a tiny bit of cheetah. But Ares will be the main villain. It'll be her on the island. And you're probably wondering, why is Batman there? Well, that is because instead of Steve Trevor being the guy who washes up on the island, don't worry, it's not. It's going to be a far relative of Bruce Wayne. And it's going to be, I'm not sure what to call them. John Wayne. Oh god, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, and they're basically, it's just the same story. And it's going to be Ares, yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool. No one's going to have amazing powers in it. And then the last 20 minutes will be her in present day. She'll be like Bat and... You know who Wonder Woman is, don't you? Because it's her introduction, but she's like, comes to present day, and she's like, looking at stuff. She's like, reading up on where she's, because she's been in different places. She's not been in, like, big places, like, central places, big cities, for, like, century. So she has to find out who everyone is. Then she finds out about Bruce Wayne, and she will find him. And then the last 5 minutes are it's her talking to Bruce Wayne, and him just being like, I know who you are. And then it just gets, and then it just cuts, and then you have the casting. But the after credit scene of this film is to the next film, which is basically Batman, and he's basically just getting ready to go out onto the field. I know that sounds weird, like the field, as in going out to get a villain, and you won't know who that villain is until you see the film. And now let's move on to the next film. This is The Broken Bat. And now you'll probably know who he's facing. Bane. And he goes out and he gets his back broken. And basically, for 3/4 of an hour, Batman is dealing with this in hospital. And every night, Bane is visiting him and basically beating him up in the hallways. And there's about 10 nights shown, but like some of them are in a montage. And it's basically him, he's broken. And then the next hour is basically Batman trying to deal with this. And it's Ben Affleck, so it's going to have some like, he's going to be struggling, so like, oh. And he's going to be taking some hits. And then the last hour will be, this next hour will be him assembling a team of assassins. What that means is basically he's just finding assassins, he's hiring them to basically attack, what is it, Bane. And there's 50 assassins, and Bane breaks all their backs, and Batman is left to fight him. And he doesn't have a good back, let's just say that. And he has to fight him, and it's brutal. Batman is bleeding nearly to death, and then he finally gets a bomb. He gets a grenade, and he gets his phone out, calls the Flash, puts the grenade in Bane's mouth, and the Flash takes Batman and all the assassins away, and Bane explodes. And it's pretty brutal. But they explore the Red Hood thing by Red Hood is going to Red Hood and Nightwing are sort of waiting. They're like basically ready to tell him something. And then they announce they want to start a team of younger heroes who can basically lead on to be the new generation of heroes. And Batman loves this idea, and he will literally love them to do it, even though Red Hood still is sort of recovering. And they're not explaining how Red Hood's back alive yet. And there might be an explanation for that soon. But, I mean, also, then there's a post-credit scene. And it is leading into the next film. We said the Flash going back home. And basically, someone else is standing in the corner in a bat suit, and it's no Batman. And now the next film is Future Fight the Flash. And it's basically when he got home. So they show his journey home. And then when he gets home, he sees Thomas Wayne in the Batman suit. Yes, Batman's father, who died. And yeah, he's here with the Flash's mother, who died as a Wonder Woman, and him as the future Flash, who's very old. And for some reason they're there. And then he finds out it's from another universe he created. And then he runs away from it. And he runs so fast, he creates an alternate universe. That fast. And basically, he creates the universe. And it's called Flashpoint. And it's where Wally West is the Flash. Thomas Wayne, Batman's dad, is Batman. Martha Wayne, here is actually the Joker. But, which is Batman's mother. But the Wonder Woman thing is basically what she was, and then she just went crazy. And then he's basically there trying to get out. He has no powers, and he's stuck there for like an hour in film time, but 3 months in real time. And then he runs so fast, he kills everybody on that earth. And basically, that earth is dead. Flashpoint is dead. And then, this last 20 minutes of the film, it's only an 80-minute film, is his future self coming back for him, chasing him down the street to get him, because he changed a lot of things. And when he gets back, he finds out that both his parents are at his house, and his family wasn't alive before that. His family was, well, his mother was dead, and they blamed the father. If you watch CW, you'll understand. And they're all sat down, like, happy to talk. And then he kills his mother and blames his father. Because he was told to by his future self to change everything back to normal. And this is the final film. And sorry for the bad edits with Superman. I didn't do this. And I also put Justice League a bit away from the rest of them. They just, because they wanted to show the trilogy. But yeah, everybody has been established, basically, except there was no post-credits in the last one. So everyone's been established except for Cyborg and Aquaman. This is basically their film. And this is basically how they join the league. So you have Batman and Superman who meet for the first time. And they sort of just try to save the world. And then the Flash brings along Wonder Woman. And they're just teaming up because they need to be together to make something. And then the King of Atlantis, Aquaman, and his wife Mera hear about this, and then Mera goes up and then is just like, "Hey, I'm gonna help." And then she basically gets rejected because she looks a bit too. She doesn't look like she's a fighter. So Aquaman comes up to reason with them, and he gets mad, and then they think, this is the guy we need. And now we move on to Cyborg. So all the rest of the 5 are together, and then they need Cyborg. So Cyborg, they basically he was made with this box called the Mother Box by his father to bring him back to life because he was killed. Let's just say by a plane crash in my universe. And he had to be brought back to life, so he put cyborg parts on him, and he's half human. No, he must be like, I'm not even sure, like, he's really low human. He's like 5% human. 5 or less percent. Because he's really not human. And then he joins them because he's very powerful. He has laser eyes. He can fly. His arm can turn into a rocket. Sorry, I keep coughing. And they get him to join. And then they're basically all together. And yeah, they have them all. And they find out there's a bigger threat. There's a man who's trying to basically kill the entire universe and take over the world, called Darkseid. And he needs all the boxes that... There's 3 boxes. One was put to the Atlanteans. One was given to Cyborg's father, which was put into Cyborg. And one was given to Thomas Wayne, which was lost. And yes, Thomas Wayne, what that means is it was passed down in the family. And yeah, so that family has it. And then Darkseid rips Cyborg's soul out. This is like halfway through the film. and just like gets a sword and cuts him into shreds. And he is like in hundreds of little like screws with shining red parts. And everyone's like crying. And then Batman gets some goggles, which look pretty cool if I can say myself. And basically protects his mother box. And yeah, just... But then Darkseid just throws him against the wall of their base. And also basically knocks Aquaman out, steals his mother box that he was keeping, because the Atlanteans had it and they gave it to him because he was the king. And then Superman, Wonder Woman and the Flash are left there, and then basically Darkseid just kicks Wonder Woman and the Flash out of the window into the water, and Superman is left to fight Darkseid hand to hand, and it's very violent and there's a lot of blood. And then Darkseid ends up turning into rocks, and Superman has to get the Justice League back. And there's 20 minutes left, and Batman just gets up like he's ready. And Batman and Superman find Aquaman is woken up in a couple of hours. And then those three have to find how to get the other three back. Wonder Woman and the Flash was drowning. So, I mean, Aquaman had to save them. And then he jumps in the water, brings them back out. But they were still missing Cyborg. So they had to have the most technical person on the team, the Flash. And he fixed him in like 4 seconds, but he just collapsed. But then he did it again, and it collapsed. And he tried once more. It collapsed. And he thought he could try one last time, but it collapsed. And then they got Batman to do it, and he did it in like 20 minutes, and the Flash was just like, how? And then he just said, because I'm Batman. And that is what I would do with the Justice League. I'm just going to show you all the films now. There are all 7. Soon to be, let me see, maybe 12. It depends how many I'll do next video. Maybe I'll do 10. It'll end up doing 10 in the end. It's Universal going for ages though, like, if you don't like it, you can just don't like it, but I enjoy it, so, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.